very much for your time. Art, let's get it.
Yo, it is such a blessing to have a community this strong, right? Experts in so many fields that you can make a phone call to. You know his name now. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I got another business owner here.
Come on.
This man puts in a lot of work in the cannabis industry, has a lot of connections. He's teaching me about how to build something out in this community that we're going to be using that's going to help take this community to the next level as well.
Come on.
I need you to make some noise right now for Sheldon Cooper.
Hey you guys, this is Sheldon with All Access Vegas. How you guys feeling tonight? Hell yeah, huge shout out to Art and all the amazing entrepreneurs in the house. Freaking love every single one of you guys. Basically I just want to give some good family, some good advice, everything, stuff I've learned. It's hard to be an entrepreneur. Sometimes they don't tell you the proper licensing or the proper funding. Sometimes there isn't a book though, hey, read this and this is how you do it. Sometimes you gotta just get your feet wet, step right in, and see what happens, I'm the founder of Tattoos and Smoke with my brother Tyler. We're the first ones in our family ever to own a storefront. And when we went, it was during COVID. Everyone's like, why the hell would you open a business during COVID? Actually, it's highly recommended. Everything's a lot more affordable than at its peak, So when I got the shop, we're on Smoke Ranch and Rainbow, I'm like, oh, all I need is 10K, I'll be good. And they're like, oh no, that's just for flooring. It's like, oh, we haven't even painted it yet, And so, as a business owner, I wanted to tell you guys, always make sure you have extra money. Okay, whenever I came with the idea of just 10K, I had a lot more, money. So whenever I was like, oh, let me get another 10K, let me get another 10K, and another 10K, and another, before you know, you're already at 100 racks. And they're like, oh, well, the business was only $3,500 a month, why am I already at 100? Well, they don't tell you sometimes it takes 5 or 6 months to get all your proper licenses for your storefront before you can even open it. So always make sure before you guys get a storefront, you have extra money for several months. Whenever I got my first, shop, we never really thought about that. I thought I was going to open up the next month and start selling Swishers, cigarettes, you name it, but that's not the case, So as a business owner, always prepare for delays. And especially during COVID, it took longer to get licenses approved, you guys. And we're still kind of going through COVID a little bit, Also, as a business owner, listen to advice that are people in the industry that are even doing it bigger than you or better than you, okay? So when I was seeking advice, I called every single smoke shop in Vegas, the top 10. And I invited them to our place, and they all gave me advice, and I literally changed my whole shop around. Literally from top to bottom. And I call the biggest competitors are the biggest family and friends you could think of. And they made it to where our shop generated over $380,000 in 1 year, you guys. And so sometimes you might have to put a little juice and you'll get some back, And we got a beautiful property, we got free video games so people can get tatted, play Mortal Kombat or The Simpsons. But we ended up creating the largest tobacco selection of any tattoo shop in Vegas. And so when I say that, it's like any kind of paper you could think of, any kind of cigarette, we have the biggest. That wasn't the goal, it just happened that way because of our network and who we know. And anytime you guys are in the area, we're on Smoke Ranch and Rainbow, 20% off, mention Art's name, we'll get you guys. Another thing is too, I'm a celebrity event planner. I'm the founder of All Access Vegas. I've thrown over 1,000 different events in Vegas alone. And thank you guys. And I used to get in trouble for throwing events. I used to be in high school and you know, my mom's like, you better not be out there drinking. And I'm like, of course not, you know. We're just studying, you know, super late hours. And it's just crazy because now I get paid to party. And with our festival, we generated over $200,000 last year as well. So on paper, it showed we made over $500,000 in 1 year. And the thing is, what I want to tell you guys with events is always make sure you get the proper licensing to do an event, okay? A promoter's license. If you guys ever need one, I have one for Clark County and City. So anywhere on the Strip, downtown, any surrounding areas, I could be your personal event planner for an event. Anything you guys could think of. It could be a kid's birthday party, a friend's birthday. You might want to plan out a whole concert or a whole festival. I could help you with that. I could help you with the planning, the organization. I could help you create the right financing, the right funding for it. There might be things you might not even think of, you know, when hosting an event. And if you guys ever need advice, I do free consultations. I don't charge anything. I just love to give people advice and stuff. But I do recommend, if you do throw an event, always prepare yourself 90 days, okay? Never plan something a week of, 2 weeks. If you're really gonna try to do a successful event, plan it out 90 days or above. Right now, I'm planning all my events 100 to 250 days in advance. Okay, so 420, you know, that's like 150 days away or something. But I'm already planning it out right now. I'm already starting to book artists, already starting to book talent, everything. Some of the artists that I've had perform this year, Redman, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of him. We just did New York together about last week, right above New York City. Not sure if you guys heard of Mortal Technique. He also pulled up. Not sure you guys heard of Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Loonies, I got 5 on it. Spice One. I don't know if you guys heard of Cypress Hill. Be Real in the house. Huge shout out to him. He launched Dr. Green Thumb at our festival this year in Arizona, the Arizona Cannabis Awards. And we've also worked with Cottonmouth Kings, Devin the Dude, Afro Man, like you name it, we've worked with them. And we've been doing events for over 10 years. And one of our biggest festivals is called the Cannabis Awards Music Festival. And this year we held it at Area 15. And we celebrated on 7/10, July 10th. And huge turnout. We had an inside, outside stage. But we set a world record this year. 226 trophies in one day. And so thank you guys. So we had to buy 2 stages just to do all the trophies. You know, it's about $100,000 for the event there. And it was worth every single penny because every 5 minutes we did 6 different trophies. For 8 hours straight in like 180-degree weather. We're all like, oh my God, where the fuck is the Mr. Fan, you know? And we had one sponsor that had it, so it was like really cool this year because last year we didn't have any. Because we did Area 15 again last year, we had a great turnout. But next year, you guys, we're going to be doing it at New Dispensary. It's actually our first time with sales and consumption in 6 years in Vegas. And when it all started, it was just the Vegas Weed Awards. That was the name. And it was very vague. And then we started expanding to the Las Vegas Cannabis Awards. And then before you knew it, we're like, why don't we just do the whole state? You know, why can't Reno enter? Why can't Henderson enter? Green Valley Ranch, Pahrump, you know? And so this year, we did the Nevada Cannabis Awards for the first time doing the whole state. So there was budtenders in Reno that could never enter, where they finally entered, which was cool. And some of the categories that we did was best dispensary, best smoke shop. Then we went into all the staff of the dispensary. Like, who's the best owner of it? Who's the best purchasing manager? Who's the best marketing director? Who's the best receptionist when you first walk in? You know, that's greeting everybody. Who's the delivery driver? You know, dropping off the bags, you know? Each one of these things generates millions of dollars for our economy. And it is a medicine. I have severe back pains where I need it. And, you know, and so it's saved my life, you know. And, but mine's more for anxiety, to be honest, because dealing with all these celebrities sometimes can get annoying or overwhelming sometimes because some of them are pretty Madonnas and bougie. But some people are legit and, you know, really cool. But, you know, basically, you guys, when it comes to throwing an event, never expect your first one to sell out, okay? Like, my first event probably had like 4 people there. And, you know, I had to call them like 10 times each just to show up. Like, hey, guys, you're still pulling up, right? You know, we're at Beauty Bar downtown. Like, yo, it's cracking, come on down. And, you know what I'm saying? We're calling Bone Thugs. We had Lazy Bone fly in. He totally missed his flight, drove to a whole other state to make it. And I'm like, you motherfuckers better show up, you know, Lazy Bone and all them. But then my people, I'm like, you guys better show up so there ain't an empty-ass crowd out here, you know? And so it's scary because you never know with doing events what the turnout is really going to be, you know? When we first threw the festival, you know, it was freaking crazy. You know, we did the Hard Rock, we sold out on Las Vegas Boulevard. We got really blessed, you know? But huge shout out to Art and all the entrepreneurs in the house. And you guys, thank you for having me. You guys want to check out my IG, All Access USA.